G-Day, people! This is Sharpino here, welcome you guys to week 7 of the PNC League Battles. This week we are going against the Chicago Cubchus. This is the team prep video. Go ahead and check out Yuma's channel. His link is in the description down below. So you can go ahead and check his channel out and see what he's brought for us this week. So this week, let's tell you exactly what we are preparing for this week. This week we're preparing for a Garchomp, normal Garchomp, a Landorus Incarnate, Florges, Nidoking, Reuniclus, Shaman, Tentacruel, Skuntank, Hariyama, Piloswine, and Mega Aggron. So we have quite a few threats here. The biggest threats I can see on his team are obviously his Garchomp and Landorus Incarnate. Because of that, we have to make some Pokemon just to counter those Pokemon. Excuse me for that. Other than that, though, the rest of his team looks pretty standard, and we have our Pokemon hopefully built accordingly. So let me go ahead and tell you guys what I brought and why I brought it. Number 1 is Talonflame. Honestly, the star of the team, this is why it was number 1 pick on the team. Sharp Beak, Gale Wings, Flare Blitz, Brave Bird, Will-O-Wisp, and Roost. Now, obviously, a few answers that he could have for, obviously, the Brave Birding Talonflame. Sorry, I'm just having a break part here. So he does have a defensive Garchomp, which can take 1 Brave Bird, so he can go for Rock Slide. That is one answer. Maybe also Landorus Incarnate is an answer for it. And pretty much I can see maybe Hariyama. I know Hariyama's pretty bulky, but it can't take a Brave Bird, so I really doubt that. But Mega Aggron, I reckon more so is the answer. I mean, it is filter, granted, and I don't think it could live. I think it could live maybe 1 Flare Blitz, I'm pretty sure. So that Mega Aggron definitely is a possible threat to Talonflame. So I definitely go ahead and try to make some answers for said Mega Aggron and for the rest of his team. Next on the list here, we have the Alakazam. Focus Sash, Magic Guard with Psychic, Hidden Power Ice for the Landorus Incarnate and the... actually, he's quite a few Pokemon that's weak to Ice. He does have, I think, 4 Pokemon. He's got Garchomp, Landorus Incarnate, Shaman, and... I think that's about it, really. But they do answer well to... And even Nidoking, that's the 4th one. So, but even so, we've got Psychic. But he does have a lot of Pokemon that do have the common weakness of Ice. So we do, like I said, we do have the preparation for those ice hits. So we do have the Shadow Ball for the Reuniclus, and we have the Focus Blast on the off chance for that Mega Aggron. And I guess for the Piloswine. But more so is for that Mega Aggron. So that is going to be our fast special sweeper Alakazam. Then we have Jellicent here. Cursed Body this week, because really the only Pokemon he could really wall me with this guy is the Tentacruel. But with Cursed Body, he pretty much can't do much. And with Cursed Body, if we can... curse the Sludge Bomb, then pretty much he's forced to swap out. So Curse Body this week instead of Water Absorb. Leftovers, oh wait, then what am I talking about? He just goes for Scald. Scald, Ice Beam, because again he has a big ice weakness, Will-O-Wisp, and Recover. So again, a lot of Pokemon that we do have a lot of answers to, and this being one of our best physical walls can definitely bring it to the Cubchus. Next we have Cryogonal. Now this week, I've noticed a lot of his Pokemon do have a lot of speed. More so, I'm talking about, obviously, the Landorus Incarnate and, of course, the Mega Garchomp. Now, I have to quickly go ahead and just double check here. Now, I do know that normal Garchomp has a base 102 speed. And actually, I can't even talk right now. What the fuck? My Cryogonal has a base 105. And Incarnate has 101. So we are just in front by no more than a few points in speed. So just to make sure, in case he brings a Scarf Garchomp or a Scarf Incarnate, we have to bring a Scarf Timid Cryogonal, just to make sure that we have speed. Now, obviously, of course, we do obviously anticipate the rocks that are going to be brought, because they know that rocks does do a lot of damage to Cryogonal and to Talonflame. So we definitely have to make sure that we prepare ourselves. But like I said, We have Freeze Dry and Ice Beam. Freeze Dry for the Tentacruel, because I do know Tentacruel is a Pokemon, and we have the Ice Beam there. So, just in case we can predict a swap into the Tentacruel, we have the Freeze Dry right there to kind of answer to it. So, it works out either way. Then we have Hidden Power Fighting for the Aggron and Power Swine, and then we have Rapid Spin, just in case he does get those rocks off, because we do need to get rid of those rocks to keep our Talonflame nice and healthy for the rest of our Pokemon. Next on the list that we do have is the Sableye here. Standard set, Mega Sableye, Prankster, Dark Pulse, Carmine, Will-O-Wisp, and Recover. I do notice a lot of these Pokemon really can't do much to Sableye, except the Florges. The only Pokemon that can answer to Sableye is the Florges. So if we don't see the Florges, I'll be a happy camper right there. And then maybe the Shaman has access to Dazzling Gleam. So that's the only Pokemon I can see that really would be a answer to this Sableye. But if we can go ahead and get off a Mega Sableye Carmine setup, then we'll be good to go. So that would be a Mega Sableye. And then lastly, the Wild Card Pure Ugly. Life Orb, Defiant, Fake Out, Return, Player Off, and Knockoff. Now, just on the off chance he did bring the Hariyama, it does have Knockoff, we do have the Player Off, we do have Speed, so we should be fine there. Fake Out, Return, Player Off, and Knockoff. And Knockoff obviously to answer to Reuniclus, and obviously to answer to War Breakers. So definitely a good Pokemon to bring, to say the least. So I'm pretty happy with the Purugly. A lot of people have been saying, you know, it's not Pure Ugly, it's Purugly. I don't give a shit. I'll say Pure Ugly. I don't give a fuck. That's how I say it. So that's going to be our team for this week for the Chicago Cubchoos. Hopefully we can come up with a win to only cement our place in the playoffs for the PMC in our first league. I can't believe we're doing so well that we have. I mean, one of our losses was to a flinch, but other than that though, we've been playing pretty well. We've got a 4-0, we've got two 4-0s, a 3-0, a 2-0, which should have been a 3-0, and we got only 5-0 in our first round. But like I said, the first round was really pretty much me just getting into the groove of Wi-Fi battling, because I don't do Wi-Fi battling a lot. But coming into doing this now, I've come to realize you've really got to analyze the entire team. So I guess, you know, that's the lesson I learned from week one, and we've been doing pretty well, so it only shows how much work and effort I've been putting into it. So hopefully it can be put into more effort to say that hopefully that the Sydney Crocodiles will beat the Chicago Cubchoos. Hopefully we prepared well for this team here. And like I said, you know, we can't prepare for the worst. You know what? If we don't make the playoffs, it's fine. But if we make the playoffs, it just makes our debut entry into a draft even better. So until next time I see you guys, stay safe, stay sharp, and I will catch you guys all next time. Later.